I'm sitting in the Target parking lot, so I just want to make sure that my connection's good and all that stuff. Mom life, that I'm sitting in the Target parking lot. Look at this cup, you guys. How cute is this? One of my girls, Emily, got this for me, and it's so cute. If you can hear me, just say hi and let me know you can hear me. It would be amazing. All right, I'm just gonna go for it, and if we have to re-record, we have to re-record. It is what it is. If you pop on, say hi. Let me know where you're listening from. Let me know where you are. There's thousands of people in here, which is amazing, so I know it's going to be all over the place. Okay, so I made a couple posts yesterday for you guys, just talking about my personal story, my personal journey. Hey, okay, cool. My sound is working. I'm excited. So, Emily, I love the cup. It's amazing. Thank you so much for that gift. So I want to talk a little bit about excuses, right? Okay, so excuses can be true. Excuses are reasons if you're willing to do something about them. So if you're willing to take your reasons why, so like today's a perfect example. I didn't take a shower. Okay, I didn't brush my hair. I threw on some clothes. Yes, I threw on some makeup, but I did not have time to take a shower. I did not have time, or, get myself ready, whatever. I did not have time because I had other things I needed to do for my business. I had to get my child to school. So I could have used it as an excuse. I could have taken a shower. I could have done all these things that I wanted to do and then not gotten my work done. But at this point, it's a reason. The reason why I didn't get to take a shower was because I needed to get everything done for my business and I didn't want to make an excuse. So that's the thing. A lot of times we have things in our lives. When I first joined network marketing, I had no time. I had no money. I had all of these excuses that were valid. They were true, but I turned them into reasons why I had to. So I had no money, so I had to get money. I had no time, so I had to make money to earn my time back so I could quit. If you need to quit your job that's killing you, or you're not spending enough time with the people that you love, then that's not an excuse not to do it. It's a reason why you have to do it. So hey, Alyssa, it's really hard to make that mindset shift when you've never done that before, or if you've tried something and you failed. Okay, so first of all, you can't fail. You are afraid that you are going to step out. You are going to sign up and you're like, who's going to sign up with me? I don't have a big social media following. I don't have this. I don't have that. I had less than 200 friends on Facebook when I first started. I was the most negative person on the planet. I would post these things that were if I didn't have bad luck, I would have no luck at all. I was miserable, so nobody was looking at my posts wanting to do anything with me, whether it was business or go get lunch. I did not have a platform. I did not have a voice. I didn't have anything. So what we did at Lab, and what's different about Lab, is that we understand the reasons why it may be hard for you to build a business. So we got together, and with everything that was difficult for us as leaders in the field, so your two owners and your other master distributor have all created multi-million-dollar teams, and your two owners have created multi-million-dollar incomes, meaning take-home pay. So imagine how much volume, they had to do and how much growth they had in their own organizations. They've come up against every single obstacle that you have. I have a lot of personal obstacles in my life: illness, autoimmune. I have an autistic toddler. I have no family support, you name it. So I brought that to the table and was like, guys, this is how I did it. This is what I did. And we simplified for all your reasons of hardship. We made it simple for you in this training. So the training that we have is in an app. You get it free when you sign up, when you get your IBO kit, because you have to be in integrity, walking in integrity with your business, with the products. We're doing you a favor by having you make that initial investment, because you're going to try the products, you're going to be able to talk about them and say that you love them. Hey, Melissa, and it's going to make it really easy for you to share with other people, because our products actually work and you're able to feel them right away. So that's why you buy the pack, right? So we give you this training that would cost you thousands upon thousands of dollars. We give it to you for free. And it's good stuff, and you can't get it anywhere else because now it's exclusive to our company. So if you don't know anything, you don't have to. What you need to know is that you have Wi-Fi and that you can read. I have a really hard time with reading comprehension. That's okay. You can still do it. We simplified it to make it so that the average person could start doing this training from start to finish, set up their business, build themselves a personal brand on social media, and monetize it, aka making money from social media, which is a free tool. So that's the difference with us. We don't do like fluff. We don't just tell you to figure it out. We don't throw you to the wolves. We're not like, okay, sign up and then now you bought something, see you later. We don't tell you that you have to grind for 2 years before you're going to see a return on your investment. We work on you getting paid back for what you invest in the business and turning a profit within the first 2 weeks. So when you see other people coming here that did not have a team, had not built a successful business prior, and they're able to make hundreds or thousands of dollars in their first 30 days, that's when you know you've caught fire. That's when you know you're onto something. So I don't care about leaders coming over who already have a team or already have numbers. That's amazing, because that's what we need to do to build our company to get to 50 billion, to reach people. We need people with loud voices who are committed to the mission, who are rooted in the vision, who are going to come and help lead. But I'll tell you right now, the leadership here, we got this. We're steering the ship. We are ready to go. We are running at this dream. We are strong. We may be small, but we are mighty. We are a force. So the right people are going to come. I already know this, because what we have, you can't get anywhere else. Your people cannot eat the way they can eat at Lab. They cannot sit at a table and instantly be welcomed and have the tools and the training for success. The best success rate in the entire industry, hands down, in my humble opinion, is here. And if a leader doesn't want to give that to their people, I don't really want to work with them. I understand the fear. I understand being scared. I've been scared myself. I didn't know if I had another run in me. I was beaten down by the industry, but I was given the opportunity to come here and change that for you. And who am I to not do that? So there will be so many other people who feel called that way. I'm not worried about them. I'm worried about you. I'm worried about the person who is listening to this. I want you to understand that even if you have reasons why you feel like you can't do this, yes, you can. And you have to. Your reasons why you can't are the reasons why you have to. You need to earn your time back so you can spend it with the people you love. Life is short. You need that financial weight off of your chest at night that is keeping you in a state of anxiety, keeping you in a state of panic. 70% of families do not have $1,000 in savings for emergencies. We're talking about turning your financial situation around in 2 weeks to 30 days with no knowledge, with no prior experience, with no nothing. Why wouldn't you do this? So a lot of people are saying, you know, I'm afraid of what people are going to think about me, or I'm afraid to put myself out there on social media. So we walk you through what to post, how to find your voice, what you're supposed to do and say, but we make it authentically tailored to you so that you don't feel like gross or salesy or spammy or weird. Okay? You are empowered. We teach you what you need to know, and we help you execute how to do it every single day. So imagine I'm holding your hand for the first 30 days. I'm standing over you. I'm helping you build this business, and it's like my brain is in the app just walking you through it. And you have all of the top leaders have created this for you. They have hands in this. You're getting the best of the best from the best in the business. So there's no I don't know, or I'm lost, or I'm confused. So you have that. You can do it on your own time. You can do it at 3 o'clock in the morning. If that's when your whole family's asleep and you're working a 14-hour shift and whatever, you got to sleep an hour less and figure it out. So what we do is we teach you how to think like a successful person. So successful people don't know everything. They just ask better questions. So instead of saying, my excuse for not being able to do this is, hey, here's my reasoning for why I can't figure this out. Can you help me figure out how to get out of my situation? I'm going to say yes. Here's the pockets of time during the day that you're going to work until you make enough money to quit that part-time job or go down to part-time at your full-time job or whatever it is. You are able to do this in small pockets of time. If you can execute your time properly and you follow the training in the app, the money will come so that you can back down off your other responsibilities and then really put a lot of time and passion into your business. You're going to get fulfillment. You're going to be helping other people. It's a whole lifestyle change. So you can go at your own pace, but when you put your foot on the gas, it's the consistency that matters. So I was like flailing around for years, trying to figure this out, trying to create trainings for my team, running groups, blah, 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 you know, all this garbage that you don't need. And everything you do need is in this training app, and it's like really succinct. And the people who are like not making money or like not improving, I'm like, did you do the training? And they're like, and it's like, I get it. I understand. There's been a lot of fluff in the industry. There's been a lot of backwards thinking that you have to learn all this stuff. And then a year later, you can start to build That's not what we do here. We want to change your life immediately. We want to help other people through you, through the ripple effect. There are people who cannot hear my voice. As loud as I am, as long as I've been doing this, they can't hear me. They can only hear you. So that takes me back to people who are like, well, I'm afraid of what my friends or family are going to think, or people on my wall. Listen, if you're holding yourself back because of that girl from high school, listen, she don't like you. She's never going to like you. And that's okay, because she's not going to write you a 6 or 7 figure check not to build your business. So why are you holding yourself back? Worry about the opinions of other people who are so worried about themselves. I guarantee they really barely ever think about you. And you're not going to do that spammy, salesy, slide into the DMs, cold messaging 100 people. We are breaking the chains of the industry and changing the way that network marketing, taking it back to the way that it was supposed to be before it was completely corrupted and made disgusting and made difficult. It takes consistency and discipline, but it is not hard. It is simple when it's done right. We're doing it right. So that girl doesn't like you. Back to the whole thing. She doesn't like you. She's never going to like you. And it doesn't matter. Because when you're living for the opinions of other people, you are not living for yourself, and you are not walking in the calling and the purpose that God has put upon your life. You are distracted by other people who, trust me, if they are judging you and they're worried about what you're doing, they ain't doing much. Okay? So we're done taking life advice, financial advice, marriage advice, any business advice from people who do not have the life you want to have, living the lifestyle you want to live, and doing it in an ethically, morally sound, duplicatable, meaning you can take what they are doing and make it work for you in 2021 in present day time. We ain't taking advice from them. You are going to go first. You are going to change your life, and they're going to watch you, and they are going to be inspired, and they are going to be empowered through that. And you are going to shine your light so bright that it casts over their shadow, and they are going to see it, and they are going to start to move in a direction that benefits their life. So you're going to help the haters. They may not like it, but remember, they already didn't like you. I used to care if people liked me. I used to care if I walked into a room, what people thought about me, what they said about me. I was a total people pleaser. Now I walk in a room and I'm like, I don't know if I like them. Straight up. Because 100% nothing, no opinion of man is going to keep me from my calling, which I believe is helping you. Their opinion doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. So if you're worried about that, what I said to people in the beginning was I started to defend it. And that's what caused friction and fights and whatever. I was defending my decision. Then I realized I came up with this thing that was genius, which it was probably an idea from God, because like, how could I think of this myself? Probably not. But I started speaking to the insecurity. So whatever I was feeling insecure about, my mother-in-law was my biggest troll of life. When I first started my business, it was awful. I have her blocked on Facebook to this day. So she would say things, and I started speaking to the insecurity. I said, listen, we know something's up with Mia. We didn't have a diagnosis at this point. I said, we know something's up with Mia, my daughter. I said, I'm going to have to be home with her, and I can't live off of what her father brings home. He provides health insurance for us. He works very hard. He's amazing, but she needs a lot of extra care, like to the tune of $5,000 a month. And that's like not my bills, not anything. That's like what my daughter needs. So I said to her, I have to find a way to make this work. There's no other job out there. There's no company that's going to allow this. There's no nothing that I can do that is going to give me the type of income that is going to allow me to provide for my family in the way that I want to, in the way that I need to. There's no other way. I have to do this to provide for my family. Do you have a suggestion of something else that I can do? I'm all ears. And I was already set that I was doing this, but I was entertaining it. No. Okay, then can you be supportive or get out of the way? It's a pyramid scheme. It's a scam. One of my best friends said this to me. I was like, okay, well, I checked the SEC, I checked the FTC, I looked, it's completely legal. There are this many people that are making money. There's this, blah, blah, blah. I'm completely safe, was the bottom line. Hey, babe, Michaela, how are you feeling? She just had surgery. I said, this is all legal. I checked into it. I'm completely safe. I could really use your support. And thank you so much for worrying about me and caring about me enough to say that to me. I appreciate you, but you don't have to worry about me. Will you support my business? I really want to do this. I'm doing it for me and my family, and I know that it's the right thing to do. Will you support me in that? How are they going to say no? If they say no, you wanted them to say no because God is showing you that you need to create a little bit of a boundary there. I'm not saying cut them out of your life or whatever, but there's a little bit of stuff coming out of them that has not a whole lot to do with you, and you got to set up a boundary to keep it moving. Again, somebody who, as you change your life, you will inspire them to change theirs. If you stay the same and you don't go for it, you're both without a life raft. So then people would say to me, I don't know, what was it? Like, oh, the bubble's going to burst like in a few years, blah, 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 blah. I started learning about network marketing. You are in the position to be a founder in a company that is completely debt-free, that has fire amazing products, incredibly morally sound leadership. They are good people. They are people you can trust. They are people you want to learn from. They're people you want to be in business with. This is like the golden ticket, so none of those are valid at this company, whereas they're very valid in other companies. Whereas if it's an old company, it's hard to get off the ground. If the product is saturated, everybody already bought it, tried it, hates it, loves it. They're ordering from somebody if they love it. They don't want to try it again if they hate it. It's collecting dust on their shelf already. Why would they buy another one? Yeah. You don't have to worry about that with Lab. So our brand is growing. We already have our next product that's launching, but the one after that is already being worked on and posted about. So if you want to see that, you can scroll down in the group. But for me, it was really getting honest with myself and what I wanted for my family and how I was going to get it. And there is no other way to get it. This is the best way to do it. It's the time, it's the way, it's the place. So you have that all in line. So if you're worried about other people, I mean, my husband, my first business kit, he threw it in the trash. He said, you're not going to embarrass his family posting on Facebook. You're not doing this. We're not doing this. And I was like, oh man, I was still a big people pleaser. I was like, I'm his wife, I'm supposed to listen to him, and like this little voice, actually it was a loud voice, was like, no you ain't, no you ain't. So I helped myself be strong, and this was the first battle that I really battled with my husband. I had to stay strong, I had to be strong, I had to mentally get to a place where I was like, I'm gonna lead him, I'm gonna go first, I'm gonna show him, I'm not gonna tell him, I'm gonna make money, I'm gonna get healthier, I'm really gonna do this, I'm gonna make an impact, and he's gonna see. And I'll tell you what, he fought me, and then one day he was like, hey, that stuff you're doing, like, can you set it up downstairs to me? I think I'm gonna try it. And my head almost exploded. I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. I was playing it cool, I was sweating, I was holding back tears, I was so joyful, because I've been praying on this. God, please change his heart, God, please change his heart, please open his eyes. So I set up the thing for him or whatever. Do you know he got consistent? He ended up losing 150 pounds, completely changed his mindset, cut toxic people out of his life, had an instantaneous change. But it took him a year and a half of watching me, and my ripple effect touched him, and my husband is a completely different, unrecognizable, amazing person from where he was. And I did none of that work. I didn't do the work. He gets all the credit. I went first and was brave and consistent, and he watched me and he got inspired. And my biggest hater, my biggest critic, who lived in my house, who made it impossible for me to work, sabotage, bringing pizza in front of me, get off your phone, what are you doing, you're always tied to that thing. I was like, all right, I gotta work when he's at work then. I gotta make this work. My kid's running around, I gotta make this work. I put my head down, and then he walked through the door, and my phone was over there. I was like doing whatever. I'm like, hey, how are you? Staring at him, hey. He would go to bed. It's what you got to do. So you have to go first. Your job is not to convince the other people in your life through words. It is to convince them through wins. So you don't convince anybody else. You show them that you're winning, and they want to win too. And they trust you because you've established this consistency. They see us, they see what we're about, they get in this group, this Lab Lifestyle group that's here, led by Leadership for You, so that you can stand on our shoulders until you are ready to stand on your own, which is fine by us. That's the way we want it. We want to lift you, we want to support you, we don't want you running around trying to do all this stuff that you don't have time for. We want you to earn while you learn. I want you to make money. I want to improve your life. I want you to be happy here. So that's why we do it. So people get in this group, they see this video, they feel excited, they're a part of our community. We have a culture, not a cult. We're not a cult. We have a culture, and we've worked very hard on that, where people can be embraced right away. So, you know, I want you to be able to not have to go through it by yourself like I did when everybody was like hating on me, and I was like an army of one, and I just had this little vision, and I would cry at night until my team started to form. And some of my team that has been with me forever is on this, and they saw me go from one to where we are now, the top 1%, and it's like, wow. So they got confidence, borrowed their confidence from me, and we built a team. So, you know, I was a nobody. I had no name. I had no anything. I had never done anything cool in my life. I had no accolades. I had no nothing. I started and I caught the vision, and I was relentless. I had no knowledge. I had no leg up. I had no social media following. I had no nothing. I was a college dropout who barely graduated high school, but I was relentless. And that came over time, because at first I was meek and I just had this dream, and I was like, I want to do this. Oh God, please let this work. I just want to make the money that girl's making that I saw on that Facebook post that I was scrolling by, and if she can do it, why can't I do it? And I had this fire in my belly, and every day that I showed up and worked a little more, my confidence grew. But what I did was I took that 2-3 year painful struggle, and the other leaders had it too, and we took that and we were like, how do we shrink it so that what took us 2-3 years they can do in 30 to 90 days, right? So that's the difference with Lab. The difference with Lab is that we're not sitting here like, okay, well, if we get these people to do just this much, we're going to make a paycheck. That's rampant in network marketing. Yeah, I said it. We want to see you win big. I want you to blow right past me. And that's where I'm at. So if you are making excuses, society has told you and brainwashed you, and this is okay, it's not your fault, brainwashed you to sit at happy hour and complain with your friends and drink and numb this situation, and that everybody's in debt, and that it's okay to be in debt, and that it's okay to live to pay your bills until you die, and that you don't have to dream about anything. Hey, Brandon, our CEO's on. He's amazing. If Brandon didn't have this dream, we wouldn't be here. So when you are like, I'm just a person, I don't really matter, who do I have to talk to, what do I have to say, or I'm irrelevant, or I built a long time ago, or who am I? You are someone who is supposed to reach X number of people. That's between you and God, I don't know. Who is supposed to reach X number of people, and they will come, but you have yet to step out in faith, so they cannot hear the message that they need to live the life that they deserve to live, to free their family, to help their children. It's trapped in your mouth. So you are trapping someone else's destiny along with your own in your mouth. And I can't reach them. They can't hear me. They weren't allotted to me. You were. So the person who came first, who invited you to this group, who will help you get started, had your name in their lot, and they executed. They stepped out for you. They stepped out in faith so that you could be here, so that you could hear this message, so that you could change your life. And you're going to do that. So we're going to put the excuses away. We're going to look at our reasons why we can't. We're going to get over the hurdle today. We're going to write all of it down, and we're going to say, okay, I only have a limited amount of time. I have a limited amount of money. Listen, if you don't have the money to buy a pack, if you don't have the money to sign up today, you are in a financial emergency, and you need to start thinking like a successful person would. They don't say, I can't do it. They say, how can I do it? How can I make this work? You need to get relentless. You need to look at all your stuff in your closet that you're not using. Melissa Collins said it. It was amazing. She was like, if I were today, on this very day, if I told you that there was $1 million in a storage locker and you had to take a flight to London to get it, but you don't have the money for the ticket. You don't have the money for the ticket. You have to come up with it. You have 4 hours. And I already proved to you that the money's there. If you get on this flight and you get the money for the flight, you're going to have $1 million 12 hours from now. How do you come up with the money? $500. How do you come up with $500 in 4 hours? If it was life or death. If I was going to hand you the keys to my brand new car and I said, listen, I don't really need it. You got to come up with $400 that you don't have, and you have 4 hours to do it. Is that brand new car worth $400? You would do whatever you had to do. Beg, borrow, steal, sell. You would turn into an entrepreneur in 30 seconds flat because you know the value. Well, it's my job to impart the value of Lab and explain to you that you are leaving money, the financial future, the legacy money, you feeling fulfilled, realizing your actual potential and doing something amazing in this life is what you're leaving on the table. The better, excited, happy, free version of you, and all that life-changing money to change your life, your family's life, and generations to come is what you're leaving on the table because you won't figure out a couple $100. Let's go. You are so much better than that. You are so capable, but nobody has dared you. Nobody has said, hey, think this way, because society is asleep and numbing themselves and just letting it go. You're better than that. You're better than that. I'm going to challenge you today to come up with the money for your pack, to go all in with the training for 30 days and tell me it doesn't change your life. I will put my money where my mouth is. I will give you your money back if you actually show up and do the training, and on day 29 you're like, I hate it. It's not going to happen. Double dog dare ya. Let's go. You deserve this. Your family deserves this. And no one is willing to step out and tell, I shouldn't say no one, because people at Lab are, because it's our vision, it's our dream, it's our baby. But people in your life are not saying, hey, you deserve this. Let's go. Take it really seriously and do it now. They're just like, yeah, la-da-da, like, sucks, doesn't it? My car's getting repoed. Like, I don't want that for you. I've seen it. It's painful. I've lived it. It's painful. I don't want that for you. So figure out in the next couple hours, think like a successful person, because that's the version of you that you're stepping into. You're making a choice. Success is a decision. And you're going to say, okay, not I can't figure this out. You're going to say, how do I figure this out? How do I figure this out today? I want to sign up by midnight. I'm going to start my business. I'm going to go through the training that loud, crazy girl was telling me to do. I'm going to do it. How do I come up with this money? How do I make it work? I don't know. Do you sell stuff on Facebook Marketplace? Do you go through your closets? Do you make room on a credit card and make it happen? What do you do? I sold my washer and dryer, and I had to buy a new one back with my bonus. True story. Sold it on Facebook Marketplace. So you have to decide today that you're going to put your excuses aside. You're going to look at your reasons dead in the face, the reasons why you need to do this, and you're going to make a decision. And that's all it is. Make a decision. Get with the person who invited you, sign up, get your pack ordered, get it on the way, get plugged into the training, and my friend, your life is going to change. But I understand being stuck in that place of, I have all these things up against me, I don't know if I can do it, I'm afraid. But the thing is about anxiety and fear is that it's the same exact emotion as excitement. You're just choosing the anxiety and the fear. So if you flip it, that thing that you feel, you can get excited about changing your life rather than wallowing in the hand that you have. You have to take the hand that you have because that's what you have. It's not going to change. No one's coming to save you. You have to say, okay, how do I play the hand that I'm dealt and play it well? Well, that's by looking at the cards that you hold and getting in the game and playing the game. Play the hand that you have. I have a terrible hand, and I turned it into something amazing because I faced it. I faced it, and I decided I was going to wake up every day and do something about it, because the time is going to pass either way. But you're going to stay in the same situation, or it's going to get worse, or you're going to do something about it, and you're going to step out in faith, and you're going to make a decision to be successful, and you're going to go at it relentlessly until it pops, until it happens for you. And then you're not going to ever have to feel that anxiety again. It's going to be excitement every day because you're waking up doing something about it, chipping away at that weight on your chest until it's gone. So I encourage you guys, I invite you guys into the family. I encourage you to do something about it. I hope that this wasn't too much. I just feel like I want to wake you up. I want to shake you awake because it took me a really long time to get to that place. And I don't want that for you. I can just impart it to you and you can do something about it today and you don't have to suffer. You know, I suffered for years because I couldn't figure it out and there was no one in front of me being like, hey, do this. I promise you I'm on the other side and it's worth it. And that's all you need to hear. That's really all you need. So God bless you guys. I love you. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments and I'm happy to help you. And if you're wondering about the post I was talking about that I did sort of sharing my story, or you want to know who I am, just scroll back. You'll see my posts from yesterday. There's a couple of them in there that should help you. And I hope you guys have an amazing day. Let's get to finding some solutions for you so that you can get started. All right. Bye.